Today we are looking at one of Sargent's famous paintings of the nomads, and we're going to try and match these colors. So practicing matching the masters is very good practice. So the first color I see is the ultramarine blue, but it seems to have a little bit more violet in it. So probably a color called smalt would be what I would use for that, or ultramarine blue violet. So there's that color, probably a combination therein. Burnt sienna. This is burnt sienna deep by Da Vinci. I see a very soft orange. Probably cadmium orange would be my bet. It's a little bit brighter. Maybe with a little of the ultramarine in there just to knock it back a little bit and make it less saturated. This looks like yellow ochre, which is a color I don't often use, but occasionally. This looks like raw sienna. So that's definitely in there. We got some very dark blacks, almost a black in there. So I would use the ultramarine blue and the burnt sienna to make that dark. You see there's quite a few browns in there. Also make that dark. Of course, there's the white of the paper in there. There's almost some lavender in there. And I'm sure he probably just mixed the ultramarine with a little white. But if you didn't want to do that, you could use straight lavender. And that's by Holbein. For this beautiful rich brown, I would use this PR25 by Holbein, which is a very nice, beautiful reddish brown. There's a little bit of a blue-green in here. For that blue-green, like you could make it yourself with a little bit of ultramarine blue and a little yellow, maybe a nickel azo yellow. Let's see here. Okay, that's too much. Or the ultramarine blue. There we go. And that's just a nice little pop of color here and there. You see in here. There's a slight gray in here. That's probably the mixture of the ultramarine and the burnt sienna, but mostly ultramarine. Give us a nice gray. There we go. And there you have it. I think with these color combinations, you could pretty much reproduce this painting. So I hope you found this helpful. It's a very good practice to try to match colors, particularly from Sargent and the other masters. Sargent did paint in watercolor and oil, so we should be able to replicate it fairly closely. So I hope you found this helpful.